Good morning. So we've had a rough go at it the past couple days. That happened, which wasn't too cool, but that's not the worst of it. Well, that's not good. Those are supposed to be on the ground. Oh boy. Yes, that did indeed happen last night. Things happen. No one got hurt. The truck's okay. It's parked on the other side of the shed. So today we got to go clean out the front hopper of that trailer so that's light enough so we can pick it up and move it out of the way because it's pretty much done for. So looks like we're also getting a new trailer. Not really the way we wanted to attain that, but got to go through and grease this thing up first. And this is the neighbors because we can't find the drive shaft ours. And so it's not a lot of grain, probably 20,000 pounds worth of grain in there. So we will go vac this up and then we'll try to finish picking corn down here where we're at right now. There's a whole chunk of ground down here, like I said earlier. And we're just about done picking corn down here. And then we'll have a couple hundred acres of beans and then we'll move on to more beans up north. So see you in a minute. Got a little cold down here. Got freezing last night. See if she starts. Oh, that's the name of reliability right there, boys. I don't think that works anymore. Oh well. I think somewhere a polar bear just burst into a ball of flames. Maybe one day when I retire, I'll get to have clean hands again. But until then, they'll just stay like that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna explain this while I'm inside here because when I get outside, it's extremely loud because of the grain vac. Oh, just dropped the phone there. Oh well. You can see putting grain in. Basically, that tube right there, this is a massive vacuum. It's creating suction inside there. And it's pulling the grain through, dropping it into the auger, putting it up through there. Tow truck came up. We were afraid that when we took the weight off the front of the trailer with the way it's twisted, that it would just flip itself over. So he's holding on to the backside to make sure this thing doesn't flip over once we get it unloaded. And yeah, we're just gonna keep sucking this out of here. It's just a big vacuum is all it is right now. So I would get out and show you guys that, but it's extremely loud and it would just completely wreck your ears with the sound it's making. So a little bit left, but most of it's gone. Got the wagon loaded. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Good morning. So I gotta get our morning routine going. Combine. Someone stole our leaf blower, so Eli is bringing a new leaf blower so we can blow off the combine, keep it cleaned up. I gotta go through and grease the tracks on this auger wagon. These pivot points down here, down there, They require greasing every single day. It says every 4 hours, but no one actually does that, so I don't. And then go through and grease the wheels because it's been across the road quite a bit. Get those greased, and then we're gonna come over here. I don't think the combine should need greased right now. We greased it a couple days ago, and some of them are 50-hour grease zerks, and it hasn't ran 50 hours. We try to stay pretty close to that, so typically every 3 or 4 days we grease the combine. We're not gonna do that today. So, we have this field. This is our last corn. You probably can't hear me through that wind. Let's go, please. So this cornfield right here, that is our last corn for down here where we're at. Yeah, that's not working. So once we finish this corn here, hopefully today, I think there's somewhere around 60 acres left in this field right here. Once we get done with that, we're gonna switch over to beans. We got a couple hundred acres of beans up the road that we gotta go cut. And then from there, we're moving north. You can't tell from the audio, it's extremely windy. So you can see we got all the machine cleaned up. We got all the dust off of it. If for any reason there would be a fire with wind like this, it'd be a catastrophe. So that being said, we're all greased up, cleaned up. We're gonna get rolling. I can't believe how windy it is today. You can just see the dust flying through the air out here. It's just an absolute windstorm today. So this corn's already degraded pretty bad. It's yielding really well, but the stalk quality is pretty bad. But yeah, it's a good thing we don't get windstorms like this a lot, because right now we'd probably be needing a reel if we got any more wind like this. So this hybrid that we're in right now is a Pioneer white corn hybrid. It's a 116-day corn. Extremely tall. This corn got extremely tall. I kid you not, there are ears out here in this field that are over your head. I'm talking I'm 6'2", almost 6, right in there, 6'2", 6'3", I don't really know for entirely, but they're ears over my head that are over my head. So to give you an idea how tall this crop is, I measured some plants that were 12 to 13 feet tall. Pretty much like silage corn. That's why we're a little bit nervous about it, but it has been yielding really well. And we're really happy with it, but not too happy with the stalk brittleness now that it is time to harvest. It's not too thrilled about that part. I've always liked this area down here. A lot of woods. The ground's really good right here at the base of this bluff. It's one of my favorite fields of ours. I have a nice little highway beaten down here from taking this loaded wagon up through. Right now this wagon that's bouncing around, but it weighs around 70,000 pounds. It's really hard on the soil, pushing down on time and time again. That's how you get compaction. But we try to restrict it to these narrow drive, what I call highways, throughout the field. That way here a little bit later on, when we start doing some tillage, we'll come through here with a ripper and we will rip this area right here, right through here, just taking compaction out of these specific areas. We don't do whole field ripping. We're not a big conventional tillage farm. We don't do a lot of conventional tillage. We do reduced tillage as much as possible, because every tillage pass is more money that we have to spend. It burns your residue quicker, so the less tillage we have to do, the better. So you'll get to see that a little bit later on, but gosh dang, I mean, it is like a highway through here. That's better. Well, folks, I think that's gonna do it for this field and corn for this area. Then we get to move on to beans tonight. Yay. Like that, all of the white corn is harvested. Good deal. A little bit of amylose corn and a whole bunch of soybeans, and we will be done for the year. It's a little noisy. Let's see how long it takes. It takes probably about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. I also gotta wipe off the backup camera. Lots of fun. Out there. Such a sweetheart, hooking up the trailer for me after I fueled up the combine for him. So sweet. So, now that the header is on the trailer and the combine is headed down the road, I have the fuel barrel hooked on, and I'm gonna go up here and meet my brother Aaron at the bins, because the bin we were putting into is completely full and we still have those last 2 truckloads to put into a bin. So we got to move over 1 bin to the next one, and so it's a good deal. The more full bins we have, the better. So, but I don't really like climbing bins when it's dark out, but here we go.